Oh ho yahoo! Everybody, this is Enhasa Beloved, and I'm back to tell you guys about my top 10 favorite video games. As you can tell, I am over my cold, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's start with number 10. Number 10 is a game for the Super Nintendo called Plock. It is really old, and it's a really fun game. It does have its cons though. You can't save, so if you get a game over, you have to start back all the way to the beginning again. Kinda sucks, but it's really fun other than that. Now, at number 9 is Mario Kart 64. I miss that game so much. I haven't played it for years. But I still love it. I wish I could play it right now. I don't know if they have it on the Wii, like in the Wii store. If they do, I'm gonna go look and buy it. I like to use Yoshi in that game. Now, for number 8 is Artonelico 3. It's really fun. I enjoy it. It has a lot of scenes for men. It is a man's game, but once you get past that, it's pretty great. I like the battle. I also like the Cosmosphere, and the characters are really fun. I really enjoy them. Coconut being my favorite one. She's like my favorite. She's my favorite one. Let's go to number 7, Yoshi's Island. Now this is a great classic. For Super Nintendo and Game Boy Advance, I believe. It's really fun. I've played it since I was like 10, if not before. I would say ages 8 and up since I've played it. I really enjoyed this game. It's one of my favorites. It's better than the DS version. They changed a lot of things in the DS version. I was kind of disappointed. It was still fun, but I prefer the original. Now, for number 6, the 4-part games of Dot Hack. It's based off of a anime. It's pretty fun. There's a lot of characters in it, but unfortunately you can only control one, the main character named Kite. It's based off of a online role-playing game. They actually made a MMO on it, but Japan never released it. I think they stopped the game as well. I was pretty upset about that because I really wanted to play it. But it's really fun. A lot of people that I know find it boring, but there are some people that I've met that actually enjoyed the game too. I, for one, enjoy it, so that's all that matters. And let's go to number 5, The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. Not only is the story great, the graphics are the best graphics there is in the Zelda series. I do like Skyward Sword's graphics. It's cartoony, and it's unique, but I still prefer Twilight Princess. Especially Midna. Midna was a great character, and she actually helped more than Navi and more than Fi. Anyway. I also like the part where you can actually turn into a wolf. A lot of people don't like it, but I enjoy it. I also like what they did with the Twilight world. It's kind of like, I guess they did it kind of like the Dark World, like from Link to the Past and stuff. Let's move on to number 4. Now, number 4 was really hard for me. So, there are 2 games on the number 4 list. Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX. It's really hard to choose between the both of them because I love them both. I like 8, too, but 7 and 9 are way better than 8. 7 is a real classic. A lot of people love it. People would call it overrated, but it's really not. It's got a great story if you get past the graphics it had on the original game. And 9 had also had a great story. I also liked its battle stuff. You could also play 2 players on Final Fantasy 9. A lot of people didn't know that. Yeah, they tied for 4. It was really hard to choose, so I was like, forget it. They're both gonna be on 4. Looks like I guess we just reached the top 3, guys. Number 3 is Thousand Arms. Now this game, it takes me back, man. It's an old PlayStation 1 game. It's worth buying too. The battles are pretty fun. Has a lot of good characters, voiceovers too. It's about a boy named Mice who is a spirit blacksmith, and he has to save the world from the Dark Emperor. It's also a simulation. You get to date some girls. It's pretty fun. And when you date girls and then they help you with your blacksmithing for weapons, it makes it stronger, and depending on what girl you use is the element of the weapon. Let's move on to number 2, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This one is my favorite Zelda game. It's from Nintendo 64. You play it on Wii and also the GameCube. They also have a 3D version on the 3DS. It's really cool. I really love it. Not only is the story great, but a lot of the characters too. It also has a little spin-off, Majora's Mask, where Link goes to an alternate world to find Navi. And some people, like, I was on YouTube, and the theory was that Link was actually dead. I don't believe it. Cause like not even the Hyrule Historia even says that Link is dead. But Ocarina of Time is by far the best, especially story-wise. I also like the time travel. I love time travel in the Zelda series. Now guys, we reached the number 1. This game has been on Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, the Wii, PlayStation 3. Also, you can get it on your iPod, and I believe you can get it on your Android, and also PC. This is my favorite game in the whole world, and it's called Chrono Trigger. It's about a boy named Chrono who travels through time to save the world with his group of friends from an alien entity named Lavos. The story itself is just amazing. The graphics may be old, but I love them. I also love the battle system and the playable characters. Magus and Scholar are my favorite characters in that game. The Zeal family has a great story. You also get some side quests, especially after the ocean incident. And then each character has its own little side story, like Robo and Morrow. You can even fight the Mystic Knights. I prefer using Magus with those battles. Anyway, these are my top 10 favorite video games. Alright YouTube, How about you tell me your top 10? I would actually like to see what you guys like. This is Enhasa. Thank you for listening to me.